Hello, VC. Big Star 33 Thrifty Music Collector coming back at you with another vinyl finds. I haven't really been buying as much records lately just because I shouldn't even say vinyl records. That's what I grew up calling them. That's what I should call them. Records in general, either they're really beat up or severely overpriced. And some of these are even a crapshoot just on it because I don't see it or I paid such a low price for them. I was like, oh, okay, whatever. So some of these are common. Some of them aren't, just for me because they're hard to find, I feel, at a good price or it catches your eye. So first one up is Chaka Khan 1982. She used to be with Rufus, the solo work. I don't see that anywhere. Actually picked that up at Goodwill. This one, Billy Cobham, and this has been on my want list to get. I had some of his other stuff, but this is Spectrum is supposed to be his best album on the Atlantic label, and it had some scuffs and scratches on it, played through with very little surface noise, which I was surprised, and picked this one up and ended up getting it for $1 at a record store. I went digging through the dollar bins, so I got it for $1, which I was excited about. He's a jazz drummer, so it's really improv. And then 73, so I mean it was what, 52 years ago, but it is pretty awesome. I enjoyed really listening to it. Next one, I just collect her, is Nancy Wilson. She's a jazz singer, and this is Take My Love, and this is towards the end of her career. She was on Capitol for a long time, but there's only like 5 different formats of this media, record and cassette, and that. So I found this, picked this one up again in the dollar bin for that. I have it on cassette, but I just bought that because of the record. I'd rather have the record on that one, just in case. Then this one, just because she's one of my favorite female artists growing up, and I always liked her on Good Times, actually. So, and she was on Different Strokes a little bit too. But it's Janet Jackson is When I Think of You, her dance remix, 12-inch on 45 speed. So that, and then her earlier one was Janet Jackson. So that was 1986. And then Janet Jackson, Don't Stand Another Chance, 12-inch single. A&M, that one there. That's 1984. So those were, for me, those are pretty cool to find. Found those again in the dollar bin. Was digging through them at a record store. This one, definitely chewed up, but there's not a lot of variants of it or different forms of it. And this was somebody's version of how they composed. It's called The Incredible World of James Bond. I like the James Bond series, the older ones. And so it was on the Unart label, and it has, this is a reissue. The other one had more songs on it, but this one is 1968 Various, and it's pretty good. They do some of the standards on it. It's on, again, in the dollar pile, and this is the back. I knew it was kind of legit because it had United Artists, and it actually had James Bond, had Sean Connery there in different movies, and they have the James Bond theme, of course, everybody knows that one, but then From Russia with Love, Bond back in action again from Goldfinger, 007, which is the another instrumental theme song. It's not the James Bond theme in that. So it had 10 of them on there, so it was pretty cool. This one, I have it on CD, except I really thought it was cool to get it on vinyl, and it is Keith Jarrett, The Colon Concert. And it's scuffed and scratched, but I, again, found it in the pile. So on that, it's on the ECM records. So that's kind of cool, and just it's a gatefold, it's cool. So that I thought was kind of different. I think it's kind of hard to find, actually, without going specifically into the Keith Jarrett section, I guess, and then digging through like that. But I was like digging through records, and I found that one in there, so I thought that was kind of cool. This one's just normal. Everyone has it. I picked it up for $1 just so I could get rid of it. It is Emerson, Lake and Palmer Trilogy. It was $1. What the heck? This one's nothing great either. It's a German pressing. No, it's Dean Martin's Greatest Hits Volume 1 on the Reprise label. Got that for $1 at the Goodwill outlet. It's pretty common to find. but Dean had his thing. And then this one, I guess it's common, but sometimes kind of hard to find a little bit more in good shape. Is John Cougar, his best one, American Fool. What really put him on the charts? You know, Jack and Diane, Hurt So Good. Let's see what else can you do. Yeah, but those have been Jack and Diane. That was played everywhere. So it's common, but picked it up for $2. I think that's what it was. This one I think is hard to find at a reasonable rate, and I had one, got rid of it, and then I bought this one again because it actually had the insert in it, and I didn't really look at it good enough. It's kind of beat up, but this one, Surf's Up by the Beach Boys on the Reprise label, Reprise 1971, but it had the linear notes in it, so I thought it was kind of cool, and the cover's cool looking too, you know. So on that's just the plastic one I put it in. This one's kind of common to find, I guess. It's the 1964, the Supremes, Where Did Our Love Go? It's got some scuffs on it, but there's some people out there that still love the Supremes. And this one is, I just don't ever see it. It could be common where everybody else does, but from where I'm at, it's kind of tough to find. So I found the Sweet Give Us a Wink on the Capitol label. So orange. So it got cut up. The gatefold's cut up. They took out the one eye or something on it. I don't know what they were doing, and then they tried to tape it together. So, but I didn't see that. I don't see that one anywhere. So that one I'm just going to put to get rid of. Maybe somebody else wants it and appreciate it. So, hope everybody's doing well. God bless, and as always, stay classy, DC.